by telling you I am grateful and I appreciate the opportunity to express my views without fear of personal suspension, retaliation, and intimidation. As we learned last week, that is not always the case with the Newark Public Schools.
I'm telling you.
In the last 10 days, this state-controlled district, where all authority rests in a superintendent accountable only to the governor, but quickly becoming a liability to him, this district took unprecedented action against 7 individuals, including 5 principals who are CASA members who were suspended from their positions. And what conduct did these 7 engage in to bring about such callous retribution? They, through their words or actions, expressed their feelings about a plan, One Newark. These individuals, including the heroic principals, are being punished for having the audacity to articulate what they believe. Ironically, it was on the date of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday that these alleged infractions took place. As we reflect on Dr. King's legacy during this month, we are very aware that individuals who attempt to reimpose the limits on liberty and freedom which he fought to overcome, that individuals of that sort still exist, and some of them work at 2 Cedar Street.
All right now. All right.
Unfortunately, we have seen in Trenton recently, vengeful bullying behavior like this exists from the state level on down. In fact, this superintendent would like nothing more than to bully our union, CASA, out of existence, retaliating against our members for refusing to yield to her regressive contract demands. As of this week, the suspensions of the principals have been lifted. However, 2 of these dedicated leaders have not been allowed to return to their schools. They must be allowed to resume their responsibilities serving their students. But that is not enough. The suspensions must be rescinded because of the folly that they were. The actions of a desperate leader anxious to inflict on the citizens of Newark a proposal which closes our schools, disrupting the lives of our children, and destroying our neighborhoods. One Newark, the plan which brought about this matter, is a program imposed by the superintendent, having as goals the closure of neighborhood schools, turning over or selling at less than market value district property to private corporations. Another goal of One Newark is to redesign schools. You might ask, what is a redesigned school? I don't know. To date, no answer has been provided other than it will engage families and community stakeholders. We've all heard that song before, and we know what it means. The district will do whatever it wants, and with no real input from the parents or the community. One Newark also includes the creation of more renewed schools. We know what that means. The total disruption of schools where every teacher and administrator must reapply to return to their buildings. The superintendent will then choose the new personnel. The superintendent initiated the Renew School program 2 years ago with her hand-selected staff for 8 schools. And we have seen the results after the first year. From the New Jersey Department of Education data, in 12 of the 16 possible math and language arts measures, student scores went down. In 12 of 16. In only 1 of the 8 schools did the test scores increase. Yet she wants to replicate this in 9 more schools. Okay, furthermore, an indus study that Randy Weingarten referred to by a Rutgers College professor and a PhD candidate really disputes this. Her agenda is not to create one Newark, but to destroy public schools.
Yes.
Her agenda is to create one Newark, but to create many Newarks. I have 5 minutes.
Ms. Taylor, are you almost finished with your statement?
I'm at the end.
Okay, can we please allow Ms. Taylor to finish her statement?
Thank you very much. Her agenda is not to create one Newark, but to destroy public education. Her agenda is not to create one Newark, but to create many Newarks by dividing us, forcing us to look at the immediate crisis in our local schools rather than working as a unified team of citizens to improve education for all. Her agenda is not to create one Newark, but to create corporate Newark, where your children are merchandised to be used to make a profit for so-called education experts. Suspensions, one Newark, elimination of critical staff, hiring of outside consultants, absence of accountability to the people, bullying, harassment, intimidation. Where and when will it end? The superintendent's failings are being exposed. It is time for us to come together to take meaningful action and our voices be heard as we say, no more.
Yes.
No more. No more.